What's going on, family? Yeah, I had to take my daggone Bluetooth off so y'all can hear me clear. What's going on, family? It's your boy Double R, and you're now tuned in to Retro Rob Television. Salute to my new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. And salute to my original subscribers for always holding your boy down. I truly do appreciate that. Yeah, so I thought I'd do a quick video for y'all. I'm out here on my grind. Y'all see me. Got me a new girl. Y'all. Nice. Yeah, I'm out here on my side hustle and shit. But I thought I'd do a quick video for y'all, man, and talk about this Errol Spence and Bud Crawford and why so many legendary fighters and fighters in general and people that I respect opinions on the sport of boxing and experts. And it's crazy because I told y'all, man, this is a 50-50 fight. A lot of people always talk about what's a classic, what's a potential classic, what's a 50-50 fight. This is a potential classic. This is a 50-50 fight, or can be a potential classic if it happens, you know. But I lean towards Errol. Because I just feel like ever since that car accident, Errol has had a new lease on life. You know, I was hearing a lot of rumors about Errol, you know, going to the club, you know, enjoying himself a little too much, drinking, stuff like that, which he's supposed to enjoy himself. You feel me? Errol is like the same height as me and the same age as me. I'm 32, just turned 32. You know, I'm about 5'8", 5'8.5". So Errol is around the same height as me. He may be an inch taller, you know. But the thing is this, right? Errol is already at it. Errol is already posted a video with Errol going up a steep ass fucking hill in 100-degree Texas weather. You know, Errol is already at it. And Errol is at it not just for, you know, this legacy and for Bud Crawford, you know, and to become undisputed. Errol Spence has a chip on his shoulder. Yeah, Errol Spence has a chip on his shoulder. Now, you would ask, why would a fighter like Errol Spence need to have a chip on his shoulder? He's already accomplished unification. Errol Spence has a chip on his shoulder for the reason that I just mentioned. These fighters out here constantly disrespecting Errol. These fighters are constantly doubting Errol. Now, it's okay for you to pick Bud Crawford. You know, it's okay for you to have your choice. But this is a 50-50 fight, man. And I feel like I'm saying this thing again. I feel like it's a deja vu. It's deja vu with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, you know, and the whole glove gate scandal. You know, but here's the thing. Bud has tremendous ability. I do feel like Bud, I told y'all in my last video, I feel like Bud has the skills to pose a threat to Errol, and Errol knows this. Bud has that lateral movement. Bud is an all-around pure specialist when it comes to putting on them gloves. And comes to that, Bud is athletic. Errol Spence's own trainer said Bud was athletic. Errol Spence himself said Bud was athletic. Errol Spence called Bud the KG of boxing and himself the Tim Duncan of boxing. You know, this is a 50-50 fight. Screw people talking about what's 50-50, what's can't miss, you know, what's this, that, and the third, man. It don't matter what people say. This is 50-50. I can't really lean in either direction, but if I had to, I'll lean on Spence because I feel like Spence is going to want it a little bit more. Now, who's to say Bud don't want it a little bit more? Who's to say it? You know, if Bud win, again, I'm not going to be surprised. I'm not going to be shocked. But I just feel like people just are doubting Errol, man. And I feel like that's going to add fuel to the fire that he already have within him, you know. And I just feel like Errol has the skills to pose a threat to Bud too. You know, he can go to the body. I remember they had their little encounter and stuff like that, and Bud said he know Earl gonna try to go to the body. And Earl, I'm pretty sure knows Bud is gonna be athletic, but I look forward to Earl, and I'm gonna give a little bit of a prediction right now, but I wanted to save this for later. But I feel like Earl is going to be very poised, as he always is. Earl is going to be very patient, as he always is. And he's going to wait for Bud to start breaking down and coming to him. Now, this is why Earl is working a little bit harder, because he know he's going to have to dig. Both fighters are going to have to dig in that tool department and come out with something other than what they usually come out with other opponents that they fight. So instead of Earl kind of breaking his opponents down and wasting time, he's going to have to show a lot more. He's going to have to put an extra pep in his step, because Bud is very elusive, and Bud is a great boxer while moving elusively. You see what I'm saying? Bud is going to have to dig a little bit deeper, because he's not just going to be able to make his opponents submit and just knock his opponents out and just style on his opponents. Earl is a dog. Earl ain't going nowhere. Earl is going to be right there from round 1 to round 12. And they going to mix it up. They going to mix it up. This is going to be a hell of a fight if it happens. I want it to be a trilogy. I want this fight to be a trilogy. It's a potential trilogy, just like Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney, and Shakur in that mix too. All that later for all these fights, Lomachenko, Teofimo, all of these other fights, man. We talking Bud, we talking Spence. We talking Jamal Charlo, you be talking David Benavidez. When we talking Jamel Charlo, we talking anybody other than people we know he's going to beat. We want the fights, man. So at the end of the day, I'm leaning towards Spence right now. My opinion can change the closer the fight gets, if the fight happens. I keep reiterating that because I need y'all to understand if the fight happens, because Earl ain't going nowhere on how he feel about how much Bud should be offered. And Bud is going to expect to get what he feel like he deserves. So if the fight happens, which it should, I'm hearing that it should be final. But anything can happen. I heard an interview where Bud was talking about, they're still ironing out stuff, checking out the logistics of everything. And, I've heard people say that it's close to happening. Who knows? But the good sign is it's been quiet. We ain't talking, they not talking that 60-40 or, that side of the street and that side of the street type shit. So when it gets quiet like that, 9 times out of 10, they working extra hard to make that fight happen. And both fighters know how important it is for their legacy. But I can't wait. But a lot of the boxers, a lot of our favorites, a lot of them, if not majority of them, is picking Bud Crawford to win. So we'll see. I know that Earl is going to be out. He's already at it now. I know he's going to be out to prove all of them wrong and make all of them eat their crow. But it's your boy Double R, man. Deuces.